afraid of the dark? Roll out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Skylanders here, back for yet another video. And today we're going to be talking about Skylanders 7. Now, we are going to be talking about what I want for the game, or what the game really needs to be a very successful game, to either A, potentially have further games in the nearby future, or to completely just end the franchise as a whole, but to go out with a really big bang. So now, the very big main idea I have is going to be combining all the storylines. What I mean by that is, all the storylines, I remember there was an interview with PeRiiME, and I still am not able to find it, so I don't know if the video was taken down or not, or if I'm just looking in the wrong place. But he said at the very end that the last game will tie in all the storylines and the gimmicks. So pretty much that means is every game that we had all the different gimmicks coming from Giant, Swap Force, Trap, Team, Superchargers, and latest installment Imaginators. Apparently all of these would be combined in the last game, which most of us are speculating that probably will be this one. So I'm hoping all the storylines will intertwine and make very good sense, which ties also to the gimmick. I want, the gimmick I don't really care, but kind of what I want the gimmick to be is all the gimmicks. So basically, you're going to need a giant for this game. Like, for you to 100% it, like, there's not gonna be really any big new gimmick characters. You're going to need a giant, a swap force, a trap master, a supercharger, a sensei. All these different gimmick characters and stuff. You're going to need one of each to basically beat the game. And I think that'd be a really cool idea. So, you can have area zones that you need a giant to pull a rock, you need a swap zone, Traptanium blocking away, Supercharger, you're going to need a Supercharger gate, or possibly even they have vehicle sections, like you need a vehicle for this. That would be pretty cool just as well. And then, of course, as you just see right there, a battle gong for the sensei. Now, that is all for the storyline, pretty much. A little bit more go out to about it in a second. Now we're going to be talking about the little small extra features. I want racing to be back. I have these vehicles. I still want to be able to use them. I rarely race, but I would love the idea to be able to race if I want to. I would like it to be online as well. Hopefully they keep that. Now, I want online co-op again. This feature was very first introduced to us in Superchargers, and I really think it's very pity that they did not do that for our Imaginators, since the whole idea of creating and sharing your own creations. Hopefully they would bring that back. I really want this. And then when you're talking about if this is the last game, I really want as much as they can possibly to make this the best game. The big thing, I want online PvP. I also want standard off PvP. Now, like I said, they can just do like a copy and paste from Swap Force. Literally, whoever's doing the game can literally just pull the game. 'Cause that's exactly what they did with Racing. It had the exact same graphics and everything, just a slightly redesigned. They can do that from Swap Force. Literally, they can give me the same graphics and just pull it and paste it. But I would love it to be online, so I'll be able to play with you guys. Plus, and future references, be able to do online. Really awesome. Now, this is something big that we've always been asking for, and we always get, kind of cheated out. The adventure packs and magic items. I want them all to be able to work. So if I put on a adventure pack, I want that adventure pack. Like, if it's one of the very first 4, I still want them. I mean, I honestly don't think it'd be that hard to honestly update the graphics and be able to jump. If they honestly can't do that, then I honestly want them to do, like, at least unlock a new battle mode for the online PvP like they did in the very original games. But, all the magic items, they easily need to be able to work. Now, also going along with the gimmicks and stuff, like the side items, I want all the traps to work. Like, I don't really care that we have senseis of some of them. It's really not fair that some people spend all this money on the traps, and then for them not to only use it. And I honestly doubt it's that hard for them to be able to make the trap feature actually work. And that's only if you have a portal with the trap holsters. So, I think, honestly, the villains need to be playable, and vehicle sections and stuff would be really awesome to have. I really honestly want a long story mode. This going back to the story mode. I honestly did not appreciate how long Swap Force's story mode is, and I really should have. I'm definitely going to go back and play it really soon after I'm completely done with Imaginators. Waiting for Sky 7. I already have all the Skylanders games. on the Wii, brand new. Just need to go ahead and replay them, and that is one that I really wish. So I really hope for a really strong story mode. I think the key point would be right about 13 levels, and then that's just the levels themselves. Maybe about 3 boss fights in the main boss fight. Now here's a big change that I think would be really awesome and something fresh to either end the franchise off with or to potentially be like a cliffhanger in a way. I thought it would be cool if basically half the story mode is Chaos as the main villain, but then you go ahead and do a boss fight with Chaos and defeat him and realize there's a bigger threat. And now basically they do it where you defeat the threat at the very end, like you defeat him like Chaos, how you always defeat him, but he always comes back, you know, somehow magically. It kind of like that, where you can defeat the threat, and then if they choose to continue it, they can continue on as that threat, or they can go ahead and just end the franchise there. So let me know you guys' thoughts on that. I might definitely probably do a lot more in-depth detail about all these. But right now I'm just going to do a big overview. Okay, now for the characters, I'm not necessarily saying that there has to be new characters. I'll be perfectly fine if they did, like, they reposed a couple, maybe like a giant or so, a couple swap force, couple trap masters, couple superchargers, all that. Repose or just completely brand new. And I think that'd be awesome for them to do that. So for people that, for them to completely 100-peat the game, you got to be like, okay, there's a new magic giant. You're going to have to go buy that new magic giant or have Ninjini on you, or brand new swap force, and you got to, you know, have, you know, that swap force of that. I forgot what they were called. Remember, like, they were the classes or whatever. Their movability or whatever. How, you know, you had the climbing, the speed, all that. I forgot how they said how that worked. But, you know, you have, you know, one of those to enter there. Or the split gates themselves. And I honestly think that would be cool. Or if they, and then I think that would be cool. Or if they did want to do new characters, I think it would be cool if they were called, like, ultimate characters. And these characters had, like, combined traits of, like, a giant and a trap master, or just completely, I was thinking like a sensei, like just like a normal sized character, but just really strong and powerful overall, to really defeat these amped up, because I want hard levels, and I really want difficult hard levels, and Imagineers did do that. They did a lot of complicated puzzles, and I did look up help to find hidden items, which I remember back in my good Sparrow's Adventure days, that was the last time that I had to do that. So really was a great game, Imaginators. So I'm really hoping for Sky 7 though can top it, and I think honestly with these few things that they can do should not be hard at all. Definitely, like I said though, also I think the key point that Activision and them don't get that makes the game like such an underrated game. How they always like, oh, all your characters are playable, but the thing is, people are always going to play the new characters. If you make the new game based off old characters and stuff, you know, the game's gonna be good. I mean, and then people are gonna want to play it. Like when I play online battle mode, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna play with my new character just to try him out. But all the way back, you're talking about all your trap masters, all your superchargers, all your imaginators, and all your senseis have never been able to fight. So that's 4 years of characters that if they give us battle mode talking about again, you'll be able to play as. So that's just a lot of potential right there. The Imaginators, I want them to be able to come forward, but to be able to actually make your character, I'm not saying they have to do all that. I'm kind of like, you know, if you want to edit it, then just go back to Imaginators. I'm not like, oh, you guys need to bring all the editing over. I think it'd honestly be cooler if they honestly didn't, just because the fact is, if you press the menu, instead of like personalization and stuff, it treated it like an actual character. That's what I was thinking what the 3D prints were like. They were going to treat it like an actual Skylander, not like just pretty much the exact same thing. But anyways, guys, that is it. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'll probably do a couple more where it's more going to be in-depth of my ideas. I just try to make it a broad idea so you guys can get a good understanding for it. If you guys have any, you know, things you guys would like to add to it, make sure you put that in the comments down below. If you agree with disagree, make sure you guys let me know down below, all in the comment section, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is PeRiiME, guys. Remember, usually Instagram and Twitter usually is in the description. Not sure if it is for this video, but like I tend to say, don't forget to keep it PeRiiME, and I'll see you guys back for another video about Skylanders. I don't know why I did like that. See you guys.